Hey everyone, Comics for Thomas here. I've got a bit of a fun video for you today. I have received a box this week from Comic Books NYC. It is from his 800 subscriber video contest where I got either first or second place. So there's a couple of slabs in this box, and there's also some books that I have no idea of. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of a win and a little bit of an AOK, I guess. He had reached out to me and just said, hey, what are some of your favorite characters, stuff like that, because I just want to throw some extra things in there. So that's pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure there's a Scotty Young variant, because he was asking me if I like Scotty Young, so obviously a little foreshadowing there. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to show you just some books that I've been picking up over the last 3 or 4 weeks. I've actually been helping out a local guy who's been trying to sell his collection, so I've kind of reached out to him. I've bought a couple books from him as of late, and I don't know, we just kind of, I offered my services basically because I do a lot of Facebook auctions, and I get books graded through CGC through an authenticated dealer. I now get books graded through CBCS as well through another guy, and I've talked to a local presser who's doing a really good job of pressing some of my books. So I'm kind of going through this guy's collection a little bit, and there's been some pretty awesome books that I've gotten to see that he bought like really pretty much right off the rack too, which is kind of cool. So in here, there's going to be a couple books that I bought from him in this pile, and he's kind of hooked me up with a couple as well, just to kind of say thank you. Some of them are super low grade, which is completely fine for me because they're helping me with my collecting as well. So I'm not going to make this a super long video, even though I have a crap ton of books here in front of me and this box to go through. So I'm going to kind of jump into it. So the first one I have, it's low grade. It's for Epic Illustrated. I'm slowly putting together the run of this magazine. This is issue number 6, and it's July 1981. You can see like the side and stuff like that. It's not in great condition. The inside looks great though. It's just the cover's a little rough. But again, I don't mind that for this run. I've just been picking them up cheap. I think it'll be kind of neat to read all the stories. I do have one of them graded. I have number 1, which is my favorite cover in that run. That's graded, so I'll probably have to find a shitty copy like this to read at some point once I get the entire 1 to 32, I believe. So that's cool, and just some cool covers too. And this is August 81, so this would be issue number 8. So I feel like I have about maybe like 12 or 13 so far, just chipping away at this stuff. So if you watched my last video, it should be the AOK that I got from Magic Lasso. And Magic Lasso knows that I have the Defenders issue 1 in a CGC 3.5 grade. So he sent me issue number 2 and number 3 raw. And I've never read a Defenders. It's just I happen to have that book because I won it. And I don't know, he just kind of was playing fun a little bit, trying to hey, why don't you collect this run? So I had kind of made that joke to this guy that I've been helping, and he gave me this really low-grade copy of issue number 4, which is actually a key, because this is the first, I think her name is Barbara something. Ryan and I were talking about it the other day a little bit, and the guy that I've been helping out, he actually has a really nice copy of this as well. But I'm not going to put together the run. But I kind of have started, I guess. But anyways, that was kind of cool. It's just kind of fun, right, to play with that. This is another one, Marvel Premiere number 61. I think this is the last issue in the run. I'm not collecting the run, but anything with Star-Lord I kind of collect, especially the older, the older look of it. So that's pretty neat. And the book that I purchased from him for a good price, and I read it. I don't think I even have many Daredevil books, but this is 181, Death of Elektra. I've always really enjoyed this cover. And he had it, and there's a little bit of, I think there's some marks on the back, and there's a tiny rip down here, which is fine by me. It's not low grade, trust me, but I don't need it in a high grade, and it's actually in pretty good condition, so that's okay. All right, so the rest of these books are just kind of a mixture of, let's see, just auction purchases, stuff from my pull list, and books that I've gotten from just my LCS just in their back bins, and there's a local coins and collectibles shop that I have right across from my LCS, which is pretty convenient as well. That every so often I'll go in there and just kind of see what he has. A lot of back issues and stuff like that. So, but you grab what you can find. I've started to put together actually this Eternals run, the issues 1 to 6, the Neil Gaiman, John Romita Jr. Just love these covers. I've never read an Eternals, but well, no, I'm sorry. I apologize. I've read Eternals number 1. I have Eternals number 1 in 8.0 CGC, and I do slowly want to read it. I'll just read it on the Marvel app, but I just love these covers. So, and this is a short run, so I think it'd be kind of cool to check it out. So I think there's a couple more in this pile. Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 4. This is issue number 8, the War of Kings time. I'm slowly putting together this run, the Nova Volume 4, which I'm going to talk about once I'm done all these. And anything that Abnett and Lanning, the Annihilation Wave, just fell in love with that stuff when I first really started getting into comics. And I just love all these covers, all these issues. I'm probably in the double digits now for that run. There's probably 36 or 32 in that run. This is a Guardians of the Galaxy issue number 18, volume, I feel like it's volume 5 or 6. I had this entire run. I just got it like, in my pull list a few years ago when it first came out. And I'd sold it off to my buddy who his kid wants to start getting into comics, and it's not too dark of a run for him to get into. But this was one of my favorite issues because it has Nova and Thanos on it. So when I saw it, it was like $1. So I get that back. It's just a great cover. It's the original Sin tie-in as well, which is a fantastic story. This is an auction win. This is Spider-Man number 1. This is the... I'm just drawing a complete blank. Yeah, this is a variant. Yeah, I can't even talk about it because I just literally just lost what my thought was. So this video is going super well so far. I'm not going to take it out of the package, but this is actually like a flip cover, like not a flip cover, but when you open this cover, this is actually on the next page. So this is like a cutout. I did not know that. Not like it had to be told to me in the auction or whatever, but it's a beautiful cover, and I'm not a huge Spider-Man fan, but I love the cover. I just wish it wasn't that cutout thing. It reminds you of like a birthday card or something like that. I just wish this was just one full thing. Who cares? I don't. This actually, so this is, I'll just show you the book right away. This is the Old Guard number 1. I had this book, and recently I sold it in an auction. And this is a friend of mine through one of these like comic book raffles. He lives in St. John here. He had put this book up for raffle, and just to support, like if he puts like he buys from my auction and stuff like that. You want to support each other. So I just threw like about one spot at $10 because it was going for like 60 or 70 on average, and you just buy X amount of spots, whatever. But this is the gold label. So the one that I had was just the regular. So this is actually like a type of variant, and that's why it had a higher value than, because I think the regular one goes maybe for like 20 or 30 Canadian right now. I could be wrong, but I know mine. I think mine only sold in auction for like $30. So that's kind of cool. I probably would sell this at some point, even though the movie was really, really good, and I hope they make a bunch more of them. I wouldn't mind reading it, but I also like making money off of books that I don't want to keep. So, Ascender number 12. This should be the last in the first volume of Ascender. Die issue 13. This is the variant. And then this is the regular cover. So these are just from my pull. And they seem to bring in at least the variant, so I like to get it. This was the May Free Comic Book Day of Lady Mechanica. And it's literally like the copy of the first issue, basically. So this is Eternals. This is a different volume. I always like this cover, so I grabbed it. Back bins. But here's that run that I'm putting together. This is issue 7. Sorry if I'm going too fast. Very, very cool covers. And this cover is awesome. Look at this freaking thing. Issue 6. Look at that. All the people in the background, too. That's pretty awesome. Kanto 2, The Hollow Men, issue number 1. This is X-Men 11, the Empire. tie-in. I was just talking to my buddy Dan about Empire. He started reading it. He likes it so far. I haven't read any of it, and I actually haven't read this issue either. So, chipping away at my Vision run. This is issue number 12. Pretty cool. Lady Mechanica. I'm collecting all of her covers. This is another issue of that Shield run. So I had issue 3, and I had put it in one of the auctions just as like a $2 or $3 book, but now I'm like, I really like these covers. Justin Weaver is the artist. So now I'm kind of like, ooh, do I put those together? Again, I haven't read any of them, so maybe the story sucks, but I am a cover buyer. Most of my personal collection will just be for covers. Low issue 24. Just every cover is just beautiful for Greg Zucchini. Just fantastic. And Remender is a pretty awesome writer too. So, and then this is the variant for issue 24. That's a cool one as well. I love the suit. Heathen issue number 12. Awesome run. And we have, what do we have here? We've got Vision issue number 6. So I've got about half the run for the first prints. So that's going really well. This is Nova 17. This is actually, this issue and the other issue that I'm about to show you are some that I bought from the local guy that I'm helping with this collection. So far I've bought the Daredevil, these 2 issues of Nova from Volume 1, and I bought First She-Hulk from him. So it's definitely pretty cool. So there's issue 17 and issue number 15. So between these 2 and the issues that I was AOK'd from Magic Lasso, I only need 1 issue for Volume 1, which is pretty fantastic. It's issue number 19, and I'm kind of on this. I'm just going to drink for a second. This thing where I could just go on eBay right now and buy it, but I will overpay because the shipping is going to be too much. I could send it to, because Ryan Magic Lasso has been helping me out with some of the collecting, and vice versa. Actually, I have books for him because I'm going to be sending him an AOK, and then he'll be sending me another one. So we might as well, if we can, help each other out by adding more books that maybe, like if I find something on an auction, be like, hey, like, this is one that you want, and vice versa. So anyways, I've been kind of asking around some of the auctions because it's all within Canada, so the shipping's going to be super cheap, and I'm hoping to find an issue 19 for decently priced. I don't want to pay too much for it, and I'm not in a super rush. It's just cool to have Volume 1. On a funner note, though, and I'm not going to wait till I have them in hand, is that Magic Lasso, I'm going to mention him a million times because he's been such a great friend. He was able to find the 3 variants that I need for Volume 4 of Nova that I've been putting together, which is that's the run that I fell in love with Nova. Well, Annihilation is why I fell in love with Nova, and then continuing on through his involvement in that Guardians of the Galaxy run, in obviously the Nova run, the Thanos Imperative, and just anything involved in that in landing. So yeah, I've kind of been looking for these three variants for a while, and most of them on eBay, like the price of the book isn't too bad, but the shipping was like twice the book, twice the cost of the book. So it was like, no, because that's the thing I've noticed about this hobby now that I really have dived into it, is that most books will find you, as long as you're just kind of always aware of you're always kind of looking, but not looking hard. You don't have to look hard, unless it's a hard to find book. They will come your way. Like all of a sudden, I went from needing 4 or 5 books in both those runs to I need 1 book for both those runs. That's amazing. Okay, time for the box. So in this is going to be 2 slabs. They are 2 Batman books. Of course, I win Batman books. I like Batman. I like all DC characters, but I don't collect DC yet. So it was kind of funny that the ones that I win are DC books of all things. So, but I'm looking forward to them because I obviously got to see what they were on the video, and they were fantastic. So I'm really interested to see what else is in here too. So let's take a look. I did cut it open a little bit just so that it's not too noisy, and it's not like a pain in the ass. These are invoices. Oh, for the FedEx, yeah. Some cardboard, some bubble wrap. I can always use that. All right, so Batman slabs. Some painter's tape is always fantastic, as we all know. Comics for Thomas. Oh yeah, these were, okay. I forgot they were like lenticular. There you go, lenticular colors as well. I think both of them, yeah, they are. Okay. So I'm going to take them out of their packaging real quick. It's kind of cool because the back is lenticular as well. Oh, that's pretty neat. I don't know how well this is going to show up. This is Batman 21 from the Rebirth run. It looks like, okay, so you get the Flash. I just don't know if you're going to see that very, very well, but I'm sure you can at least. That's very cool. And they're in 9/8. Okay, I'll put that together back after. And then issue 22. Okay, yeah. And it has Batman, and then it has Reverse Flash. I don't know if it's Reverse Flash. He's yellow. I'm not great with all the characters. I'm gonna try to get this to go almost like that. There we are. See, Batman to him. And look at the back. It's not super lenticular, but it's good enough in my book. So thank you so much, Comic Books NYC. Great contest. And got another box. And just to make sure I don't miss anything, because that would be the worst. Nope. Okay. And this is where my kittens get to play in the new box. All right. They will have fun with that. I'm just going to open up this box while you watch them play. A little bit of tape here. They're happy. Happy kids. Alright. Perfect. I'll bring you back over this way. Alright. He sent them in top loaders. Man. Class act. Note on back. Alright. Note on back. Now you can see that. There you go. Oh, no, a note on back of this. Hey Thomas, thank you again for all the support you have shown for my channel and for entering my 800 subs giveaway. Much appreciated, bro. Sorry this took me forever to get together, and out to you. Hopefully you like these books. Enjoy. Copy. Done. CBNYC. Done data. Love it. Him and I have kind of been communicating back and forth a little bit. There was a shipping issue, but we both learned what it was like to ship FedEx from New York to St. John, New Brunswick, and it's something. So I really, really appreciate everything he does. I mean, anybody who's subbed to my channel is subbed to his channel for sure, 100%. Because he, to me, like, yeah, I love all of his content so much that there's a good chance, you know, just from me being in his live chats and stuff, I probably got subscribers because everyone's so good about just subbing everybody up, and he makes sure, like, guys, like, sub each other up, and he's so good about it. So, like, no doubt that, yeah, you guys are already subbed to him. But if you're not, then sub to him. The cargo hold exclusive. Okay, so I don't know where to start. He's kind of got it so that I can know what's going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop it up like this. Oh, Star Wars. Yes, sir. Holy frig. This is beautiful. Look at that. So he knows I'm a Star Wars fan. This is the cargo hold exclusive J. Scott Campbell variant. I added Star Wars to the list of characters that I like. Whew, that Boba Fett, like, psych. Oh, frig. Yes, sir. Oh. First Gamora cover. Partial origin of Thanos. Final issue of title. First Margar Lamlingor, Constable Trueheart, and the Ancient Traveler. This is Warlock 15, Unleashed at Last. There's first Gamora cover. Look at that. I don't know if it's easier to just... Yeah, there we go. Get a little bit less shine. Damn. Oh, look at you. That's funny. So, the next issue I have already in my Nova Volume 1 run, but this is like a major upgrade because if you've watched any of my videos, I have not been collecting high-grade Nova Volume 1. Second Nova Richard Rider, first Powerhouse, and first Condor. This is issue number 2. And it's like, it's in really, really good condition. Like, it could use, like, and it could even use a press just for a little bit of a spiral, and like, that's it. Beauty. Oh man. It's like I'll be putting my low grade one up on the auction for sure. That's fantastic. Alright. There's 2 books left. So here's the Scotty Young variant. I have not seen it yet. He just kind of was like, hey, do you like Scotty Young? I'm like, there's a lot of Scotty Young I like, so I don't know what this is going to be, because I don't actually have a lot of Scotty Young. Oh, yes, I know this one now. Oh, that's awesome. Look at that. There's like this. There's a few. There's the one that from the Infinity. Sorry about the noise. There's one that has Thanos yelling, or Black Bolt yelling at Thanos, which is really a fun one. And there's a Spider-Man one where he's kind of hanging upside down. He's got the black suit. I've always liked those Scotty Young variants. This one, and I feel like there was one more that I've always wanted. So that's actually perfect. Because it makes sense, because I was like, yeah, Silver Surfer. Obviously, I'm a big Silver Surfer fan. And then he was like, hey, you like Scotty Young. And I obviously didn't put it together at the time. Oh, yeah, that's wicked. Oh, okay. So I already know what this is. This is second Defenders team appearance. Silver Surfer joins Defenders. He said, Magic Lasso beat me to it. Because I unboxed the AOK for Magic Lasso before he could, obviously before I received this in the mail, because it took some time. So now I have 2. You guys are just pushing me to start collecting this run. I have considered, though, like, because I'm obviously not going to get rid of these books, plus they're awesome. is that, you know, like maybe I kind of look to see, because I love that older style. Like these look good like this, but I think the run has a couple hundred in it. So maybe if I did the first like 50 or first 100 or even first 20, maybe like see what the keys are and stuff like that. Be interesting. That is awesome. Jeez, I just want to show you that Star Wars variant again, outside of the case. It is like really, really nice. There we go. You can see a little better. Yes, sir. So that was awesome. Well, we got 25 minutes. So I did go past where I wanted to, but I started rambling a little bit. I am going to end this video. I really appreciate Comic Books NYC for running that giveaway, and I'm sure there'll be many more. He's just been fantastic to talk to as well. These are amazing books, and those Batmans are a great start to when I do start properly collecting DC, because I know I will. It's just I'm going to be in this hobby for a very, very long time. So, yeah, it's a good start. So, and thank you to Magic Lasso as well for just being involved in some of the books that I have in front of me, and continuing to just be a great friend in this hobby and just in life. And thank you to the guy that I'm kind of working with for helping him sell his collection, because that I'm going to benefit from that as well. And I don't mean that in a greedy way. Because he literally just has some books that I want as well, and as soon as I'm like, hey, I'm interested, he's like, yeah, great, I'll put it aside, and then we'll talk. So you can tell he's very appreciative of the work that I'm going to do as well, and I'm not trying to get deals out of them. I'm just like, hey, it's a lot easier if I buy from you local and not pay for shipping. Then, you know, eventually try to get that book at a later point. So I'm going to continue to kind of just delve into his collection, and it's super fun. So, okay, that's it. My cats are making noise, and I'm hungry. So thank you so much again.